Welcome to Gainesville, Florida, and the swamp, where, as they like to say here, only the Gators come out alive. This place is cranked up and ready for a big game today. And a rivalry like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, the tradition and the history, but right here, right now, there's great intensity. This is why these guys came to these schools to play in games like this. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the winners of 9 straight, the Florida Gators. PA Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Canes will kick this away to start us off. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Fires it to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. And the game just good enough for a first down.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
We go with a direct snap. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line. Well, Kirk, no surprise to get these two teams on the field, and it's tight and competitive right to the finish.
Well, Chris, the last time these two teams met, remember, it came down to the wire, the very final few minutes. Sure hope we get another one like that today.
To the air, it's Jadovsky. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it out of the 25. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Gators.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. On the move. Still going. It's a foot race. Yes, all the way to the house. Touchdown. We knew this returner was a dangerous guy. That was an electrifying play all the way to the house.
Chris, it was great blocking, but the guy just looked so natural back there. As far as once he got his hands on the ball, it was like he was setting up his blocks, knowing exactly where he wanted to go. And then once he hit it right around midfield, nobody was catching.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Trying to create here on the move. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
So often we get caught up in the quarterback and the wide receivers and the skill in this game. This is another example of a nice job by the offensive line, giving the quarterback ample amount of time to be able to evaluate the defense and make a good throw. Good job up front by the big guys.
One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. The back's got it on a counter. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
I really like to see the counter mixed in there with your base concepts to keep the defense honest. Now, they didn't burst a big run, but if you keep mixing it in as the game progresses, you might catch the defense over pursuing.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Stiff arms the man. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun and attacking downfield. I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on that offensive line and their running back.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Lights off a defender. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now. The Gators have 1st and 10 here. Takes the handoff. It's Morton. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Back to pass. It's Jadovsky. Escapes the sack. He's going to pull down and run. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. So now it's 3rd and short from the 21 as this defense tries to make a stand and force a field goal attempt or a 4th down stop. The quarterback making some changes at the line. It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Quick throw to his receiver. It doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical 3rd down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to 4th down.
The coach decides no field goal attempt. The offense is out there to go for it on 4th down. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch. Can he get in? They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for 2nd and goal. Direct snap to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
The defense has stuffed him twice in a row. Will they try to throw for it here on 3rd down? Looking to pass. It's Jadovsky. It is intercepted. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. Always looking to throw. And the result is going to be a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Oh, and he's got it inside the 15. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Florida.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Gets off a squib kick. It'll be fielded by one of the up men. And after a very solid kick return, they'll tackle him at the 36.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They'll hand it off. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a 1st down.
Good job up front by this offensive line and good hard running for this Miami Hurricane back. He's doing everything he can to live up to the long legacy that the Canes have at this running back position.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Florida 16, Miami 7.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. And the single back takes the handoff. Well, Kirk, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders that keep them focused on the task at hand.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Fighting off the defender. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line. The Canes lining up here on 1st and 10. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Good enough for 1st down yardage.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
And the Canes looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. On 1st down, they'll keep their running game churning. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Handoff here from the shotgun. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Teams are getting more and more creative with how they run their counter plays. Gone are the days of everyone under center running the counter tray. Now you're seeing it modernized. We'll see how many different versions they'll run today.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Toss play to the outside. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
Gutsy call here by this offensive coordinator to keep it on the ground on this 3rd down. But he picks up the first with good hard running from the back.
The Hurricanes line it up with 1st and goal. And the quarterback's going to sneak it. And the Sophomore able to bring him down quickly. 2nd down and goal upcoming. And the quarterback will just sneak it now. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to run it in. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
I'm a little bit surprised here, Chris. I thought they might put the ball in the air here on 3rd and goal, but instead they run the football, keep it on the ground, and they get the touchdown.
And the PAT is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. The Gators offense retakes the field. Breaking tackles.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Dropping back, it's Jadovsky. Running out of time in the pocket. He's got his man wide open. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the quarterback lost track of where he was. He was all the way beyond the line of scrimmage before throwing that pass. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. It's caught downfield. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down.
Oh, my gosh. What a great play by the offense. And on the other side, how frustrating for this defense. They had everybody covered downfield. The quarterback looks like he's almost giving up on the play, checks it down to the running back. And how about the back, what he does with the ball in his hands after the catch? Picks up the 1st down.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And he drops back in the gun. Looking to throw it deep. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Man, the offensive coordinator told us before the game they consider any one-on-one deep shot an advantage. They couldn't connect on that try. Give credit to that defensive back, man. He played that perfectly.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Touchdown for the U. And the defense adds 6 with an interception return. And a pick 6, a monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. And the pass is incomplete. He dropped the first down attempt here across the middle. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. To throw, it's Jadovsky. Tries the right with a quick throw. Makes the catch downfield. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack. They finally come up with their first sack of the game. Do it by blitzing the DB.
Love to see the secondary get involved. I know it's a bit of a risk. You play some man coverage behind it, but you can see how dangerous it can be when you decide to bring these defensive backs because of their speed and how quickly they can get to the quarterback.
So 2 losses in a row puts them in a tough spot. Third and very long. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. The Gators will line up to punt it away.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
For offensive coordinators, you see big runs like that in the first half, and you get real excited because that opens up so much more of your playbook, especially all of your counter plays and your play action.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. Already got the first down, but looking for more yardage. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
It's a toss to the left side. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. They'll try to run for the first down. The Hurricanes are going to keep this drive rolling. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The attempt from 47 yards. Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. The coverage team brings him down in the final play of this first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. It's kicking down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Gators will kick this away to start the second half. It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers. And there's a penalty marker down on the field. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The offense going to heavy personnel, bringing out the full house. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. The offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He's past the marker, still on his feet. They make the stop, but a big gain puts him in enemy territory. Ball spotted at the 48.
How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Looking to throw it on first down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. And momentum really building now. This one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. Man, you got to fight for 60 minutes.
Point after makes it a 15-point game. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
16.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Florida offense retakes the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Pressure is coming. And they're able to get him down. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
First down and 10 now. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Dropping back, it's Janowski. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. The Gators will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Ball handed off. Did well to avoid a loss there, but it's no gain on the play.
How about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Bringing pressure. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
He's moving out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Eludes a tackle. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. And looking for a big play here. Touchdown, Gators. This offense really clicking. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
And they tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. It's a squib kick, fielded by one of the up men. He's tackled at the 34 after a decent kick return there. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. The first down is still going. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he
breaks into the clear. It's a sprint, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
And the PAT makes it a 15-point lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
23.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Oh, and he's got some space here. And he steps out of bounds. That's an excellent return to set up the offense in good position. And the Gators offense retakes the field. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Scanning the field, it's Jadovsky. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Boy, the defense brought the blitz, but the quarterback not only recognizes it, but knows where to go with the football. Finds the back out of the backfield and picks up a first down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he finds the running back in the flat. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Gators looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making...
Oh, and he's got it down inside the 20. Touchdown, Florida. Still no answer for this offense.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
Now they get set to kick it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he's tackled at the 25, same spot it would have been, but he left it in the end zone. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Looking for a gap, it's Brown. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Same tailback, another carry. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackled up near midfield at the 48.
Tackle is made near the 48-yard line. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Miami 38, Florida 29.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. So the ball placed right at the 50. Offense looking to pick up the first down here on 3rd and short. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? Inside the 10. Touchdown, Miami. It was a foot race and he won it.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point up and good. They stretch the lead to 16 here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Florida 29.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's another positive play, but man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Trying to extend the play. Looking to scramble now. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the 1st down marker.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time before he can get out, they keep him to a short game.
Looking to throw. It's Jadovsky. And they heave it deep downfield. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, the offense just could not afford to throw this interception. It's already a 2-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They really built momentum in this game. It's been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Tackle made after a big gain. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Takes the snap and takes off on the run.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And that's a solid gain for the defense able to bring him down.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown for the U. And the beatdown continues.
Number 19.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
Miami 52. Florida 29.
Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16.
Florida Gators will take over. 1st and 10.
And the Florida offense retakes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. The pocket breaking down. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, the defense does a good job of pressuring the quarterback, but really impressed with the quarterback's effort. Not only is he pulled out of that, but he's able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Dropping back, it's Jadovsky, who makes the grab.
Well, as a defense, you'll take that all day. No problem at all. You give up a short little route. You tackle him inbounds. It keeps the clock running. That's a great job by the defense.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he slings this pass over the middle. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, they don't connect here. But this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage. The drive keeps going. And the Gators come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks.
He'll take a deep shot. It's picked off again, the fourth for this QB today.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and its running back and just keep working that clock.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Most offensive coaches will be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man coverage. But I'm curious to see if they're going to test this DB again after that coverage.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
You know, the thing that's really stood out today for this offense has been the balance. You know, they've gotten some yardage out of the running back. He's done his job. The offensive line is protected and given the quarterback a chance to be able to throw the football. He's been able to throw the football into the end zone. Now they're just looking to put on the finishing touches to win the game.
The Canes with first and 10 here. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line. Offense getting set. It's second down. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. One of those critical third down plays coming up. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Looking to pass here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Canes. To stretch the lead, the route is on. And they connect again. That's just been an unstoppable pitch and catch combination all game, Kirk.
This receiver's been making this defense look silly, Chris, the entire game. He has multiple touchdowns so far. Just shows you that whatever the game plan was to slow him down, flat out hasn't worked.
And the extra point was up and good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Miami 59, Florida 29.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 18. Returner tried to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Gators offense retakes the field. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. Pass rush closing in. Tough spot here. Second and long from their own 13. Looking to pass. It's Jadovsky. And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Oh, he misfires again. 3 in a row.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Looking for the wideout. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And looking to throw now on first down. And the ball is knocked loose. Who's got it? Looks like the defense has it.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. A pop pass on the jet sweep.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Second down after that previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. They'll try the left side with a toss. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. Let's be honest.